Hi everyone, it's Tommy on to another serious issue. It seems like most of the videos are serious that I do. I'm getting some more subscribers, but I'm getting a lot of people who watch the videos who don't want to subscribe. If you're watching the videos, I hope you enjoy them, at least like them, keep viewing them, and it wouldn't hurt if you subscribed. I'm going to stick with this thing for a while, but if I don't get a halfway decent amount, I think there's no reason in doing it. Not that that's a threat to you, it's just some people have said they've enjoyed the videos. Anyway, on to the content. Homelessness in the Philippines. Everybody knows the capital, or one of the capitals of the Philippines, is Manila. Manila is part of a metro area. There are other cities that are connected to it other than Manila proper. But for this video, we'll talk about Manila and other places. In Manila, and I've been there several times, there's a lot of homeless people. There's families and families of homeless people living in little parks or little lots or whatever, just living. The kids are playing like they normally would. The adults are cooking and looking for food. And at nighttime, they sleep. And they don't have to worry about covers or blankets or anything because it's 80 degrees. They do have, what I could best tell, was tarps that I imagine they hang from a tree or they just sit under the tarp in case of a rainy weather. But these people have pretty much made themselves as comfortable as they can be while living outdoors. Now, the sad part of that is you'll see a family. You'll see an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a newborn. When and how are these couples fucking? And I know where they go and have the births. They go to some clinic, they have the baby, and then somehow they take the newborn back into the street. I saw strollers and I saw newborns living in the street. I guess the parents panhandle and people will come and give them formula and feed. But it's disgusting to me that that problem can't be addressed. But I know it really can't because the whole country is very poor. But homelessness just doesn't exist in Manila. That would be like saying homelessness only exists in San Francisco or New York or DC. Homelessness is everywhere. And it just sticks out a little bit more in the Philippines because there are so many more of them and there's no place to put them. There are shelters from what I understand, but there's way, way too many more poor people than there are shelters. And people are having kids. I don't know what would possess me to have a kid if I already had 2 or 3 kids I was raising in a vacant lot. I understand what humans do, we all do, but give it a rest or scrounge up the money to go get your tubes tied or a vasectomy or something, because you're just unfairly raising kids in the street. They're running around barefoot in the street. I've been to Rwanda where they had kids and they were overpopulated, but they didn't have as many homeless. I'm going to talk about Rwanda because it's also a poor country, and I'm going to compare them to the Philippines in the next video. But at any rate, you go into a small town in the Philippines, plenty of panhandlers, and it's so dirty and dusty and full of garbage and pollution, it just makes their appearance that much worse. I don't know what a country like the Philippines or other poor countries can do, but it's a problem. It's a problem that I don't see getting any better. I've seen people bathing in streams and creeks and rivers. You could see somebody bathing. You could see 3 or 4 kids playing. You can practically see somebody taking a shit, and you could see mounds and mounds and mounds of garbage, which I know the Philippines are trying to get a hand on their garbage. The homelessness is a problem. It adds to a lot of other problems. I imagine in this day and age of Corona, it's very, very hard to get homeless people vaccinated. I don't know how they're doing in New York. I don't know if they're just going to be the percentage of people that aren't going to get vaccinated. But all I know is the Philippines has a huge problem with homelessness. Maybe the next time I'm there, I'll take some pictures from far away or something. But the weather is conducive. There's no snow. It's not freezing cold. And they have an absolute problem. And I don't know when and if it'll get better or what you can do to make it better. Anyway, this video is now turned into a 5-minute video. I probably didn't give you a great picture of what it is, but take it from American, it's worse than any town I've been in America, the problems they have there. Poor country problems. Okay, thanks. There'll be another video in a little while.